Let us explore the dark side of humanity and learn about the top 5 serial killers in the world. But before we dive into this chilling topic, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our gripping videos. Number 5. Pedro Lopez. Starting our list at number 5 is Pedro Lopez, a name that sends shivers down the spine. Between 1979 and 2002, this Colombian serial killer claimed the lives of over 300 young girls. Little's killing spree spanned several decades, starting in the 1970s and ending in the early 2000s. His victims were primarily women, many of whom were sex workers or involved in the drug scene. Little's motive: a desire to assert dominance and control. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Stay tuned for more captivating content. And remember, sometimes the darkest deeds are committed by the ones we least expect. Until next time, stay safe and be aware of your surroundings. He would often strangle his victims, deriving pleasure from their helplessness. The sheer number of Little's victims and the brutality of his crimes have made him one of the most feared serial killers in history. However, despite his confession to 93 murders, Little's true victim count may be much higher. Authorities believe that he could have killed as many as 200 people. His preferred method: strangulation. What made Lopez's crimes even more heinous was his targeting of vulnerable victims, specifically those from impoverished backgrounds. Between 1971 and 1998, Shipman injected lethal doses of diamorphine into his unsuspecting patients, mostly elderly women. Topping our list is Gary Ridgway, also known as the Green River Killer. Active in the United States between 1984 and 2001, Ridgway's confirmed victim count stands at 49. However, he confessed to 90 murders and is strongly suspected in over 120 cases. Ridgway's primary targets were young women, many of whom were sex workers. He would often strangle them, with some victims being as young as 14 years old. What makes Ridgway's case particularly haunting is the length of time he spent as a fugitive. He evaded capture for decades, with his crimes going unsolved for over 20 years. Ridgway was finally caught in 2001, and in 2003 was sentenced to 250 years in prison without the possibility of parole. He would then forge their death certificates, making their deaths appear to be from natural causes. What made Shipman's crimes so chilling was the trust that he violated. As a doctor, he was supposed to be a healer, not a killer. The motive behind his heinous acts is still debated, but theories range from a desire for power and control to financial gain. Shipman was eventually caught, and in 2000 was convicted of 15 murders. However, it is believed that he could have killed up to 250 of his patients. He lured his victims, often as young as 8 years old, with promises of money or food, only to take their lives, and sometimes even eat their remains. Despite his horrific deeds, Lopez was able to evade capture for years. It wasn't until 2002 that he was finally caught. But the question that many people still ask is, how many victims did Pedro Lopez really have? The actual number may never be known, but it is believed that his body count could reach up to 350, or even 600. This uncertainty adds another layer of terror to his already chilling story. Non 4. Luis Garavito. Next up on our list is Luis Garavito, a Colombian serial killer who earned the grim nickname of the Beast of the Andes. S. reign of terror took place between 1992 and 1999 when he viciously murdered over 130 young boys. He enticed his young victims with offers of money or food, much like Pedro Lopez, only to brutally assault and murder them. Garavito's methods were truly horrifying, and have left an indelible mark on the criminal psychology world. What makes his case particularly disturbing is the premeditation and ritualistic aspects of his crimes. He would select his victims based on specific physical attributes, and would often photograph them before and during the assault. Garavito was finally caught in 1999 and sentenced to 1853 years in prison, one of the longest sentences ever handed down. Number 3. Samuel Little. Shifting our focus to the United States, we come across Samuel Little, a prolific serial killer who confessed to an astonishing 93 murders. Number 2. Harold Shipman. In the second position on our list is Harold Shipman, a British doctor who used his medical expertise to carry out a horrifying number of murders. Number 1. Gary Ridgway. Thank you for watching this chilling journey through the minds of some of the world's most prolific serial killers.